car in here. The one behind me is a McLaren 675 LT, but it's not just a regular 675 LT. This is actually a pre-production version. So what I mean by that is they made 8 pre-production versions to do their testing and everything with, and out of the 8, 3 got destroyed. So there's only 5 left in the world. They made a 1 red one, 1 black one, 1 white one, 2 this color, which is like a gray color, and then they made 3 green ones. So the other gray one got destroyed, and so this is the only gray one left in existence. So very, very rare car. So it's based on a 650S. So you all are probably familiar with that car. This is a more race-inspired version. They only made 500 coupes and 500 spiders. They're very hard to get. The coupes sold out almost immediately. The spiders, I think, took less than 2 weeks to sell out. So very expensive car. They were, the coupe was around $360,000 list. But then when you added the different stuff to it, they were about a $400,000 car. They did have a few, I think they made around 20 with a roof scoop. This car does not have it. This is pre-production. The roof scoop is really cool. It's really hard to even find one, but there's literally like a scoop on the roof, and it takes in air, funnels it through, and then down into the interior of the car. You can see it's like carbon fiber vents and into the engine. So very unique, very expensive. Like I said, it's a $40,000 option just to have the roof scoop. So just a little bit about the 675 LT versus the 650S. So same engine platform and same architecture, but they changed about 50% of the components. So as far as the engine goes, it is different cylinder heads, exhaust manifolds, turbos, camshafts, connecting rods, engine management, transmission shifts much faster than the 650S. So although it's the same 3.8 liter twin turbo, they changed a lot of stuff. So the car is also much lighter than the 650S, about 220 pounds. And the way that they achieved that is through extensive use of carbon fiber and titanium. Car is incredibly fast. We'll get into kind of some performance stuff when we're out on the road driving. But as far as just the aesthetics of the car, you can obviously see the front looks much different with the air dam and the splitter down here. This car has about 40% more downforce than the 650S. It also has the long tail designation, which pretty much comes into play with the rear wing and the rear diffuser. So we kind of covered some stuff on the outside of the car. Let's go take the car for a ride and go over some of the performance stuff and how this car is actually so impressive performance-wise and how it handles. Okay, so McLaren 675 LT, we already went over the outside a little bit. It came in for a routine service, and it has a supposed accumulator problem for the suspension or the air brake. So we're going to get into that in a little bit more detail with the Leonardo. So for now, we did the initial service, and we're going to do the follow-up test drive and make sure there's no oil leaks or anything like that. The guy bought this without the knowledge of it being a pre-production version, and it wasn't until he bought it and started, looking at the VIN number. The VIN number doesn't come back like a regular 675 LT VIN number. So the first initial cars, the VIN numbers were different. And then when the production versions came out, they went with the normal 675 LT VIN numbers. So at first he thought there was a problem with the car or, possibly titling issue, or he didn't know if there was something, illegal. But, come to find out he got a very, very unique car. So this is a 1 of 5. And this is a 1 of 1 in this color combination. So, and I mean 5 on the planet, So as far as the United States, I think there's only this one and one other one in the United States. So extremely rare car we're driving here. Horsepower is 666. So that's kind of cool. 3.8 liter twin turbo V8. It's got a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, very common in today's exotic cars, same as you see in Lamborghini, Ferrari, so on and so forth. Transmission shifts very, very quickly in this car. It's very impressive, and the shifts are seamless. There's literally, you can't feel any power, delay or lag or anything between gears. The car is very light and nimble. This car, its dry weight is around 2,700 pounds, and its wet weight with fluids is still under 3,000 pounds. I think it's 29 something. It uses a pretty unique, like a carbon fiber. It's called I forget what it's called. It's not a MonoCell, but they call it their own unique thing. But it's basically like the frame of the car. So the whole thing, which goes throughout the car all the way to the back, is around 80 kilograms. So it's around 160 some odd pounds. So the entire frame of this car is literally under 200 pounds, which sounds almost unbelievable, but that's what it is. So I'm just gonna take off so y'all can see it. I'm not gonna do launch control or anything crazy. So suspension is on normal. The powertrain is on track. So you can see very quickly that was no launch control. That was nothing. It took at least a half a second for the turbos to start spooling. So that's 0 to right over 100. I mean, like nothing at all. This about wraps it up. So I'm gonna pull it in. We're gonna use a Leonardo and kind of get into this accumulator issue, see what we can find, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Okay, so one of the biggest reasons why we were able to service so many exotic vehicles is because we've invested a lot of money in the dealer level diagnostic software to do this. So we have various machines and a lot of dealer tools, but this tool right here that I have in my hand is one that has literally probably been more useful than anything else that we have, even the dealer tools, because it has so much universal usage. So what I'm gonna do is demonstrate right now what this thing can do on a car like this. So if this is a Leonardo diagnostic tool, I've had a working relationship with them for a number of years, and we're actually a North American distributor for them. So I just want to show you all what kind of capability this machine has, and then if you're interested in this tool, you can reach out to us and we can get you set up with one. Okay, so huge display. It's all Bluetooth. I can go anywhere in the shop, you know, probably 30, 40 feet away and still read it. So we have this plugged into the OBD2 port. We have the ignition on. So just a brief. So you can see this does various exotic cars. We use this all the time. So we're gonna pick McLaren. You can see all the models that this does. And so we're gonna go into 675 LT Coupe, 2015, gasoline, of course. And so you can see the amount of controllers and modules that we actually have access to. So I'm just going to go into a couple real quickly and just show you how much this tool can actually do. You can do a lot of adapting and coding. So you can do basically any single thing that you would want to do on the car. You can, as far as like recalibrating emergency brake sensors, alignment, as far as recoding keys. Let me show you a couple things that just go into the you know, instrument cluster. Literally every single module on this car, we have full access to read faults, clear faults, read different parameters. You know, so you want to reset the service indicator, which no other tool can do except the McLaren factory tool. Here you go. This is exactly how you do it. Very straightforward. I'm not going to do it now because we haven't serviced the vehicle. But some of these modules are very complex. So you can go into each different seat module, body control module, TPMS sensors. So we'll just take you into the body control module real quick. Adapting and coding. And adapting and coding is really like where, you know, you can program a VIN number, parking sensors, literally every single function on this car is you're able to fully diagnose, check parameters, adapt code modules, everything else. So this is the tool that's basically pivotal in us being able to perform the stuff that we do here. Okay, so if you like this style of video, you like seeing different cars, let us know in the comments. We got a ton of very diverse cars, and if you like seeing the tools that we use to be able to work on these cars, we have no problem sharing them, and if we can offer any advice or information, we'd be more than happy to do that. So again, only like 20% of the people that watch our channel are actually subscribed. Not sure why. So if you like these videos and you want to be notified whenever we release one, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, let us know your feedback. Do you like the videos or something you'd like to see, a particular car? Because we get so many cars in the shop. When you all comment, let us know what you want to see. That helps us know what to make the videos of. So as far as this car right here, let me know what you all like in the comments. Do you prefer the 650S? Do you like the 675 LT, even though it's more expensive and limited number? P1 720S, what is your favorite McLaren model? And if you don't like McLaren, let me know why. Like, what cars do you like better? Are you a Ferrari guy, Lamborghini guy? And let us know.